What's going on, everybody? Dogman in here. We are in Warframe. We're going to talk about Atlas and how I've got him set up and how I'm using him. And I think it will be no surprise to anybody that we're going with a melee setup for him. A perfect frame for melee and combo. This one is one that I know that Landslide is a big thing to people. But even before any changes came out, I knew what I wanted to do with it. So Landslide is our focus in here. Stick around, listen to what I gotta say if you want to. Don't listen, I don't care. You want to leave, go ahead. There's no gameplay here right now. We're just going to talk about this. It's a discussion video. Okay, again, you can build it however you want to. Use whatever abilities you want to. It's all up to you. I'm just showing you how I have it set up. Warm-up blueprint. Okay, well, we make this bad boy happen. Okay. Atlas, again, is immune to knockdown effects while on the ground, but if he's up in the air, he can get knocked down. Keep that in mind. Fire blast, that type of stuff will push Atlas back, but not knock him down. Okay, hotfix inbound 3 minutes. Damn it. So, how do we have this set up? In the last video that I did, this is what it looked like, okay? And I'm going to kind of explain this all to you. So, steel charge, I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with steel charge. I want the extra damage, okay, which will be applied to Landslide, and we'll talk about how the melee weapon mods all affect it here. Okay, again, power, strength, range, and duration is the most focus on Landslide. Range and duration and strength are also affected on Tectonics and the Rumblers. Not worried about Petrify, but my main focus is Landslide. So it does deal mainly impact. It does deal impact damage. Okay, so if you're running impact, we'll talk about that in 2. So, I'm doing Blind Rage, Transient Fortitude at the maxes that I'm at, so that brings me up to 212 power strength. You could max these up even higher if you wanted to, but the duration loss and the power efficiency are something that you have to write off in here somehow. So, leaving them at 4 below the top or there, and 4 below the top from here, or 3 below on both of these, is perfectly suited for me. Prime Flow for my 600 power pool, just 1 below max. I don't care about ever maxing it up. Prime Continuity is going to give me my duration that I want, and this duration is really going to be focused on having the ability inside the Tectonics and the Rumblers, okay, as you'll see that in just a minute when I go over to the ability screen. You'll see what the effect is. My focus here was Vigor, Vitality, maximizing my health pool, using Rage to get my damage or my energy pool up and keep it up while I'm utilizing my Landslide. This is the most effective way that I've found it so far, and Streamline to offset some of that power efficiency loss. I'm not worried about range. I'm going to be up close with these guys most of the time anyway, so I'm pretty happy where I'm at, but you could put range in here if you wanted to. Yes, there's a million other things you could do. You could keep the armored agility. You could put in a redirection that helps out on the Tectonics and the Rumblers, but that's not the focus here. So, and Mobilize is what I chose to go with in here. I think most people would know that on most other frames I'd use Short-Footed for that knockdown resistant, but we don't have to worry about that. So, over to the ability side so you can see it. Okay, with the stats on from the stats mod, we'll take it off for a second. We're going to take a look at the Landslide. We're basically doubling our damage on the Landslide, more or less. Okay, and our combo window is 1.3 seconds. No real biggie, but it's not a thing. And Tectonics and the Rumblers, you can see the huge difference. The health difference on Tectonics is doubled. The Rumblers, well, I mean, you're going from 1,200 to 15,000 health damage, and 60 seconds on them. So that's great. The Tectonics and Rumblers, I'm only utilizing those for times when I need a few seconds, because Tectonics is going to give me a 4-second invulnerability time when I need it, and you know, we have up to 60 seconds here on the Rumblers as long as they stay alive. Now, the next part of this is going to be that since they made the change, things like, and we already saw the recent video. If you haven't seen this recent video, go check out this recent video on the Dual Commerce Prime. Haha, I hope you had a second to see that, but if you didn't, anyway. So, how does the damage mods affect this? Okay, so certain mods on the melee weapons will affect the actual damage of the Landslide, okay? It doesn't matter what melee weapon you're using. It's the mods that are on it, and we should be used to this from things like the Excalibur setup as well. But in this case, Landslide's our focus, not Slash, okay? Pressure point, your main damage, your basic damage mods. So anything that's a damage mod, puncture damage, slash damage, impact damage, you know, it's a damage mod, it will actually affect it. Element damage mods are affecting it. Okay, heavy trauma, jagged edge, you could use all those. Life strike's not going to work. Lasting sting's not going to work. Killing blow's not going to work. Channeling mods, utility-based mods are not going to work on it. Anything that says damage, basically. Your critical damage, your critical multipliers will work. Parry will not work because it's a utility mod. Pressure point works. Prime reach will not work. That type of stuff. So you can see how that's going to be. Utility-based will not. Actual damage-based will. Weapon augment mods will not. Okay, if you're wondering, things like True Punishment will not affect with the channel efficiency because you're not utilizing that, but may affect the critical chance. I am not sure. I not really tested it. I don't really use critical chance, and we don't really know yet at this point, as of this video, what the actual critical number is. I'm not focused on critical. Again, not based off your melee, but based off your mods. Yes, dual stat mods will work because they have element damage in them. So however you set that up, okay. So all of these things combined with the extra basic increase that we get from the power strength allows that landslide to be a phenomenal 1 to 3 hit, even against level 100 enemies. You're just going to take them out in no time. Now, the only thing that I say is that while you also have to consider your melee weapon at all times. Okay, so no matter what you do, you have to consider it. Now, think in mind that landslide does use impact damage. So if you have the impact mods on, then you're going to get even more impact damage and the many multipliers that come from the combo multiplier. However, you want to make sure that you have the weapon attached that will allow you to be effective in... so I'm just going to go right back there to my setup. So now this means that I can go pound in on an enemy with my landslide and then take them out quickly with my melee weapon. So comboing, you know, your landslide, your melee, landslide, melee, that type of thing is going to work great. That's the way I am doing it. I don't know if I've really helped anybody out in figuring that out, but again, maximizing your strength and then adding any raw damage mods, any element damage mods, anything that's a damage mod to your melee weapon, whatever melee weapon it is, increases the damage of the landslide. Comments, questions below. Stay tuned. I'm sure I will have plenty more footage of Atlas along with other things along the way. Next up will be Trinity, I think, in terms of Warframe, because she just finished building for me. Till then, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys soon.